Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. And I know as of lately, there's been a lot of talk about how people feel very disrespected by the term Latinx. As I was looking through the LA Times, come to find out there's a new word being used, and that's Latine. And for what I'm guessing, we're going to figure out what all that means right here, right now. Latine versus Latinx, how a newly crowned Tony-winning playwright casts his vote. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Whoever this gentleman is probably this guy getting his fucking tie worked on. To be honest, no offense, but I don't give a fuck about what he won or who the fuck he is. It's just trying to figure out what this Latine versus Latinx thing means, which means more to me than what the fuck is going on with this gentleman. So I'm sorry if I'm gonna fucking just zip through some of this to try to get to the point, but it is what it is. When playwright Matthew Lopez accepted the prize for Best Play at the 74th Tony Awards, he became the first Latino in history to win the top drama category. He also became the first Best Play winner to use the degendering term Latine to refer to people of Latin American descent. Wow, so he's the first person to basically coin the phrase? Is that what they're saying? Or the first Best Play winner to use the term, which doesn't mean shit. This is the 74th Tony Awards, and yet I am the only first Latine asshole writer to win in this category. Lopez said after The Inheritance nabbed 4 Tonys, "I say that not to elicit your applause, but to highlight the fact that the Latine community is underrepresented in American theater and most especially on Broadway." Latine. Okay, so here we go. This is the interesting part, I guess, that I was trying to get to. The word Latine may have been unfamiliar to some viewers, particularly those who may be used to hearing and using the more popular but not universally loved term Latinx. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody gives a fuck about this Latine word anyway. Latinx began appearing online in the early 2000s and has gained currency because it eliminates the Spanish language gender word meaning Latino for men and Latina for women. But as Daniel Hernandez pointed out in a 2017 Times op-ed, the term is used mostly by an educated minority, largely in the US, and although there is little to no research yet on its specific origins, Latinx is definitely not used by working class immigrant adults who probably have no idea that some of us brown folks are debating this at all. You know, that's funny that he says that. You know, there's so many people that are basically just so beyond this shit that they don't even pay no mind to it. But the thing is that this word Latinx and Latine is something that in the last decade or two has been creeping into our society. And actually, people are giving it life to try to categorize us. And to be honest, I don't fall under any one of these fucking categories at all. I'm not Latine and I'm not Latinx. So, man, both of those terms could go fuck itself. And the people that want to follow this and think that this is what represents me, you're fucking wrong because it doesn't. Others have argued that ending nouns and adjectives with an X instead of an O or an A makes the language practically unpronounceable. In his piece, Hernandez called himself Latin. On Sunday night at the Tony Awards, against a backdrop of a culture increasingly attuned to trans and non-binary people, Lopez opted for Latine, a different approach to unify Latin American heritage under an exclusive term that gives no special favor to gender. But what the fuck? I mean, but who gives a fuck? If this has no special favor to gender, then this makes it more like Latinx. Just for the simple fact that they're not trying to give in to any specific gender either. But to be honest with y'all, this whole big thing is just a fucking headache. Now, right here, he's talking about his inheritance deal, which I don't give a fuck about. He says in his acceptance speech, Lopez asked theater fans to give more Latine theater makers a chance to tell their stories. We have so many stories to tell, they said. They're inside of us, aching to come out. So, what do y'all think about Latine and Latinx and what the fuck they both represent? To me, they sound more or less the same thing. Trying to categorize themselves as being a Latino, but without being gendered to either a male or female. They just want to be called one thing all the way around. Hell, that's what I thought it was. I thought that was what Latino was, or Hispanic. And then come to find out that some people are offended by that or the other. To be honest with you, man, life is hard enough as it is. To sit there and to be fucking around and playing these games on how you should be categorized or classified or gendered by, you know, at this point, don't really even give a fuck. The only thing that matters is that we all live on this earth and we're all human beings. And at some point, there's going to be human being E and human being X and all this other shit. And this human being is not going to be a thing that's going to be, it's not going to be bounded by the male term of the language and all this old dumb shit. Like I said, all this shit is a headache. It's a waste of time and it's a waste of energy. But the thing is, it's trying to work its way, you know, into culture, you know, exactly the same way African American was pushed into black culture back in the 70s. The same exact thing. Now it's happening with the Latino. And maybe with, you know, Latine and Latinx, maybe that might not be the end of it altogether. But those are my thoughts. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. Shit. Boy, this is exhausting. And I'm out. Peace.